I'm Dr. Leslie, welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we are gonna do Fan Choy. Fan Choy means fun, cai. It means rice with vegetable. But the irony is, there's no vegetable in Fan Choy, okay? But there is definitely the fun. And today, we're gonna introduce to you US Calrose Rice. Calrose Rice is a cultivar that originated in the US. It's grown all over the world now, but today we are using those that actually come from the USA, and these are some of the brands they can find in the supermarket. They are a medium grain rice, as you can see here. This is long grain. This is the usual jasmine rice, Hong Lian rice that we eat locally. And then over here you have the Japanese short grain. Alright, so short grain rice, very sticky, clings together, very moist, very tender grains. And then you have medium grain rice, which as you can see is much closer to the short grain than the long grain. So actually medium grain rice is very versatile. I use it most of the time to substitute for short grain rice. And you will find that at the supermarket that the prices of US Calrose is actually quite comparable to the local rice. So it's a very good rice that you can use every day for lots of dishes. Calrose Rice has the distinction of winning Best Rice of the Year in 2013 and 2015. So next time you're at the supermarket, keep an eye out for it. Why would you make Fan Choy at home? Because it's better. That's the only reason why you do anything at home. If you can buy something outside which is better than what you can cook at home, then you might as well buy from outside, right? So usually Fan Choy outside, they will use normal rice, but I like to use chicken rice for my Fan Choy. So I'm going to show you how to make chicken rice. I'm going to put in 3 cups of rice. The first thing is we need to wash the rice. Okay, give your rice a good massage. You want to remove that outer layer, which can be a little bit gummy, you know, if you don't remove it. It also affects the flavor. Okay, we'll leave this to drain. Now we're going to prepare all the aromatics for our chicken rice. We've got some shallots, we've got garlic, we've got ginger. So basically I'm just going to cut all this up. For the ginger, we use the spoon just to scrape off the skin. So we also need some lemongrass. So with the lemongrass, we just want to give it a smack. Okay, so we're going to put the shallots, garlic, ginger. Now if you don't have ginger, leave it out. I think essentially you need at least the garlic, right? Okay, so that's done. I'm going to set this aside and we're going to start frying the rice. Okay, so the lemongrass, I just bruise it. I'm just going to fry it together with all the aromatics. Because lemongrass is very fibrous. So if you try to chop up the lemongrass, you put it into the rice, it might taste the fibers, right? So I rather prefer to just add the lemongrass whole like this and let the flavors just infuse into the rice. You smell all that garlic, the ginger, the shallots. It really is very, very beautiful flavor and adds to that Fan Choy experience. Okay, so now it's just golden brown. I'm going to add in the rice, which I have washed and drained. Okay, so if you're doing chicken rice, you will have the chicken fat, which will render, and then you can add the chicken fat. But I'm not. I'm using butter. And butter actually will give it a nice color, that nice yellow color, as well as flavor. In fact, some chicken rice sellers, this is the secret, yeah? And they actually add butter to the chicken rice to give it that flavor that you wonder, why is it so nice to eat? And add in the water. Actually, this is where you can add chicken stock. So the shortcut, some chicken stock concentrate, which you can buy in the bottle. And the amount of water is 1 1/4 cup of water for every cup of rice. This is just some pandan leaves. So add extra flavor to that rice. You bring it to a gentle simmer And you can just cook it for 20 minutes and then just leave it for the rice to absorb and cool down. Okay, now let's make the other key component to the Fan Choy, which is the sauce. So this is a charsiu sauce. If you want to make your own charsiu, right, you can use this sauce also. You just basically make the sauce and you marinate the pork and then you grill it the next day and you get a nice charsiu, right? But we need the extra sauce in order to make that yummy, sweetish, savory sauce that goes on top of the Fan Choy. It's sugar. I know, it's a lot of sugar, okay? But charsiu sauce is full of sugar. I just add in a little bit of mirin and a bit of water. This is fermented bean curd. You can use taojiao or you can use miso. Anything that is fermented and sort of like a bean paste will do. But I got these aged Taiwanese fermented bean curd. This one is very special. This is essential. This is oyster sauce. And then we have a little bit of light soy sauce, dark soy sauce. This will just give it color. And we got a bit of red coloring. Okay, you bring it to a boil and you want to reduce it until it sort of like thickens up, right? Alright, so this will make your basic charsiu sauce. But I'm just gonna add in a few more ingredients to make it even better. Okay, so this is some rose wine. This stuff is powerful, yeah. I've got some 5-spice powder. If you have some at home, you can add in some 5-spice. Okay, this is another layer of flavor. This is garlic powder. I know it's unorthodox, but it works. And then finally, the super secret. This is gonna turn ordinary charsiu into charcoal roasted charsiu. Okay, this is charcoal oil. How do you make charcoal oil? Very simple. Next time you're having a barbecue, right? All the charcoal that has already turned white, get a big pot with a very tight lid and then put the oil in the pot and throw in the charcoal. It will all smoke, just cover it up. After an hour, all the smoke will settle and then you have yourself charcoal oil. You just have to filter it, okay? I have a whole bottle of it and I use it for applications like this. Every time I make charsiu or when you just want to add that charcoal flavor, so we're just going to add in a bit of cornstarch just to really thicken it up so that it can be used as the sauce for the Fan Choy. Alright, so the rice is cooked. This is the rice that I cooked earlier on. A nice chicken rice, luncheon meat. Okay, you know, you're wondering, luncheon meat in Fan Choy, never seen it outside. Yeah, it's shared with me by one of these culinary instructor. He say in the past, people always put luncheon meat into the Fan Choy, especially when grandma makes it at home. So it's one of those traditional things, and I like luncheon meat, so it's an indulgence. And I've got some charsiu. This is charsiu that I have done earlier. Okay, if you want the recipe is online. Okay, so this is kurubuta pork jowl. So that's really nice and juicy. You're not gonna get this outside, which is why you have to make it yourself. So I got my lovely chicken rice here, made with US Calrose Rice. It's got that nice garlicky, gingery. You're just gonna lightly oil the inside of the bowl. Because we're doing something special, I'm using quail eggs. It looks a little bit different. You can always use hard-boiled eggs if you can't find them, but they're very easily available from the supermarket, and it's all already hard-boiled, so you need to take it out of the can. You can use it straight away. And I'm just going to arrange them at the side of the bowl like this. Next, we're going to put some of our nice, beautiful charsiu. Put in a bit of luncheon meat. Some of the sauce. The rice. So once you get all your Fan Choy ready, you just put them in the steamer. And we're going to steam for 20 minutes. And all that flavor is going to meld together. The rice is going to soften even more. It'll be fantastic. Or should I say, Fan Choy stick. Alright, my Fan Choy is done. Ta-da! Wow. Okay, this is the choy part. Fan Choy. Must have a bit of choy. You see how nice that rice is? The rice is nice and plump and moist. You know, it's like Japanese rice. It's plump and moist. It's absorbed all that nice sauce. So, ooh, texture of the rice is so nice and just so toothy, chewy, and moist. And then of course that charsiu. Next time when you're at the supermarket, look out for the US Calrose Rice. They really, it's really very good quality rice, and the price is actually very reasonable. So look out for it. Yeah. So until next time, happy cooking.